Is video, a little different video I'm doing today as opposed to my normal video content. But I was passionate about this subject and I want to talk about it from a standpoint of a Philadelphia fan that has a problem with Mike Scott. And I'm going to tell you why he's not the victim and what you should and shouldn't do when you go to an opposing group's fan base and try to chat shit. This is what happens. And I included the video here, and we're going to watch the video, and we're going to pause, and we're going to talk about it, and we're going to set the stage. So let's set the stage, okay? And it's important to talk about Mike Scott, okay? First of all, Mike Scott plays for the Philadelphia 76ers. He's a valid, very important bench player to the team, and a lot of people need to understand that don't live in this town who Mike Scott is to the Philadelphia fan base. Now, most fans love the Sixers, as they love the Eagles, and they know who Mike Scott is. There are a lot of fans that I don't probably think with the naked eye know who he is. He's not Joel Embiid. He's not Ben Simmons. He's not a high-level star in this town. And in fact, he's actually fairly new to the Sixers, only coming recently. So it's important to mention that. Now, we start the video and importantly tell everyone Mike Scott has actually had kind of an interesting run with fans. Most of it has been positive. He's appeared to random businesses to surprise Eagle fans. He's been on small podcasts with Eagles fans. He's even actually ran in a race against an Eagles fan for charity. He's been very involved in the Philadelphia community, and I do respect that out of him. But here's one thing about Mike Scott that you shouldn't do, and this is where Mike Scott, I think, really made a bad decision yesterday. I have no problem with you going and supporting your team. And if you know anything about Eagles and the fan base, most Eagle fans, once you get into the stadium, if you're a fan of another team, you might get some light ribbing, but no one's going to attack you. No one's going to bother you. If you don't bring it on yourself, it's not going to happen. It's very similar to anything you do. I don't personally go to other fan bases stadiums because I don't want to kick off with anybody. That's not what I want to do. But Mike Scott is a celebrity, a title that he's made well known about himself. He's been out there. Most people know who he is. He should have went to a private entrance with the security that he gets free from his basketball team. He should have went to the game, went up to his suite, cheered on his team, and went home. But Mike Scott didn't do that. Mike Scott decided that he was going to go to the tailgate yesterday. He was going to go out and mingle with fans. Now, keep in mind, no athlete in this town has ever done this other than maybe some sort of planned get-together or somewhere where there's security. No Sixers, Flyers, Phillies, or Eagles player has ever walked to a tailgate. I've never seen it. And if you can bring one up, I want to hear from you. Where Mike Scott literally probably took an Uber, got out, and walked in. So he was definitely bringing some odd interactions in general. Most fans would have loved it, and they would have had no problem with it. Now, here's what he also did. He also made the mistake of wearing Redskins colors from head to toe. Okay, so I remember last year, and a prime example of this was 2 years ago, was the NFC title game. You had Vikings fans that were actively walking through the tailgates looking for issues. Most Eagles fans are going to oblige those issues. You act like an asshole, you're going to get treated like one. It's at anything. If you go into a bad neighborhood, you act like a prick, you're going to get shit happens to you. You go in a good neighborhood, act like a prick, bad things are going to find you. It's just how life works. So Mike Scott decided to walk in willingly to a tailgate with people that are intoxicated. And by the way, if we look at this video, which we're starting the video where it gets started, this is a tailgate that looks to be very prepared. Okay. They have tents, they have food, they have a prime spot right next to the stadium. This is likely, and from the looks of it, is a tailgate that is there every week. And this is a tailgate that every week they're there early. They spend thousands of dollars on food. They probably drive a far length to get there. This is what Eagles fandom is right here. And that casket right there that you're looking at, I know there's a lot of rumors that casket is brand new. They have that casket there every week. And you know what else they have? the opposing team's shirt right on top of it. It's what Eagles fans do. It's not a Sean Taylor jersey. It's not a knock on Redskins fans. Nobody wants to kill anybody. It's a thing they do every week. Now notice Mike Scott in this video is right there with that red shirt on. He willingly walked in to someone's tailgate, something you don't even do if you're a fan of the team. I'm not going to just willingly walk in to a tailgate where I don't know anybody. People are going to ask, who the hell are you and why are you scavenging on our tailgate? And especially if you have another team's jersey on. You don't walk in random people's tailgates. You just don't do it. And that's where Mike Scott second, fucked up. He went to the tailgate to begin with, but then he wanted to try to act cute and walk into people's tailgates who are intoxicated, don't know who the hell you are likely, because, A, you're not a A-list celebrity in this town, so nobody knows exactly who you are just yet. Look, Mike Scott goes to a tailgate, has a fun ribbing with maybe, 4th and John or somebody like that. He won't have any issues. But you don't walk into random teams' tailgates. Let's let the video play. Let's see how it happens. We'll pause it, and I'll talk over it as things kind of get going here. So there's Mike. I'm sure from what I see here, notice people are pulling him back because I'm sure this dude right here and everyone else says, Mike, please leave. We don't want you here. We don't want Redskins fans in here. You didn't pay for anything. This isn't yours. Go away. People are telling him, leave, leave, leave. People are actually pulling him to leave. He's chatting shit with these guys. I'm sure he's not saying stuff you want to hear. We're pulling him. Get away, get away, get away. Look at him. Look at him. He's obviously visibly pissed off. Keep in mind, it's not your tailgate, but you're visibly pissed off. They're asking you to leave. Keep in mind, you're a Philadelphia athlete who shouldn't be at a tailgate, but you're there anyway, and they're telling you to leave because it's their tailgate. They paid for it, right? This guy pulling him away. This guy pulling him away. This guy right here. Go away. Let's let it play. Mike Scott's still bothering people. We're not swinging. Nobody's doing anything. We're saying, leave, Mike. Nobody wants you here. You're still here, though. You're still bothering us. Leave, leave, leave. Mike decides, now it's going to get interesting. Still no one bothering Mike. He's bothering them. He's harassing them. Again, being pulled away. This point, pulled away. He's still, and then he swings. See that? I'm swinging now. I'm swinging now, okay? He swung. Nobody swung at him. He swung, right? He's being pulled back. Now, one of the fans with a green shirt on, you'll see him in a few seconds here, was visibly hit in the head, okay? I don't know about any of you, but if I get hit in the head, I'm going at that dude. So watch what happens. So Mike is being pushed away. These fans who were hit approach him. And shit ensues. Now, Mike continues to try to fight. Mike doesn't say, I'm a celebrity. I maybe should get out of here. He continues to try to fight people. So we see here that to call Mike Scott a victim is just not true. And let this be a lesson to Mike Scott. He shouldn't do this. He should have never been near that tailgate. Look, do I feel that the Eagles fans were wrong here? No, not at all. Because I know how those tailgates are, okay? You didn't do it. You don't go into another fucking fan base's tailgates with other jerseys on trying to start shit, especially Mike Scott. You should know better. Do I fault these fans for going at Mike Scott? No, not really. I mean, Mike Scott assaulted them. So after he was told for a long period of time to leave. I mean, let's go back here. I mean, count how many seconds this goes on for. Let's let it play. Okay, Mike's visibly told, leave. We don't want you here. Oh, I'm going to keep chatting shit. I'm being pulled away. Nope, I'm going to continue to bother them people. And let's watch Mike throw a punch. Boom. Why is Mike even there? And then he gets mad because they run at him. You assaulted the guy. What should he do? What, should he let you just do what you want to do? There's a lot of Eagles fans, only one of him. I mean, I'm not sure what are we blaming these Eagle fans for? They didn't do anything. I mean, come on. Let's listen to what this Eagles fan says, because this is an Eagles fan that was willingly there. Let's listen to what he has to say. Hmm. Interesting. A fan in the know that was actually there was getting assaulted by an NBA player, but it's our fault, right? Because we're Eagles fans. We're subhuman. We shouldn't protect ourselves in a tailgate we created that we have every week. This guy shouldn't have been anywhere near the tailgate. And let this be a lesson to anyone out there, because I see them out there. And I'm going to shout the guy out because I like his work, but he's way off here. E-Rock from 4th and Join, you're way off here, and you know better. You shouldn't be supporting this. This is not fan behavior. That's etiquette to what you love and preach. You know that. You mentioned Mike Trout in your video. Mike Trout wouldn't go to L.A. and walk around a tailgate with a Redskins jersey on or a Rams jersey. It just wouldn't happen. No athlete does this. Mike Scott's not special. Mike Scott's in the wrong here. He shouldn't have did it, and here's video evidence why. I want to make this clear, though. I support all of their Eagles channels. I'm not an Eagles channel. I'm just a regular guy talking about something that I'm passionate about. I'm a sports betting guy. At the end of the day, though, I thought it was important to go over this. You all have a great day. Thanks for watching.